Well, here's an addition that for anything you might want to eat. If you buy a hamburger, bring it home, and you just throw it on the plate, and you want something to go with it. It takes about 15-20 minutes, depending on how fast you are with a knife. I'm going to show you how to prepare. Get ready for this. Cauliflower. Okay. Hey, cauliflower is a pretty tasty dish, and if you cook it right, add some butter and salt, it can be a pretty good dish. Don't laugh. It's cauliflower, alright? It's good for you. It's got a lot of iron and vitamins. So, here's the way to prepare it. I'm just going to show you, and you can take it from there. So, once in a while, when you go out and you buy the head, you can first of all look at it and make sure that you don't have a lot of black mold growing on them. Try and get them as clean as possible. As cauliflower has a tendency to get little patches of mold on it. It won't hurt you, but these aren't things that you really want on there. So, in case you buy this thing and you want to, let me see what knife is going to be good for this. If you see little black molds on there, you can just carve off the little pieces of mold that are on there, and it's not going to hurt you. But if you want, you can just clean that off, and once you get most of these the mold off of there and clean, you can go ahead and start carving. I don't like that knife there. Okay, now the best way to do this is turn the cauliflower over, and you want to get rid of all the green leaves that are growing on this thing, and just whack them off. Don't go too far, just get rid of them. And once you get down and you eliminate all the green off of this thing, okay, now you got these things off as much as possible. Now this is kind of basically what it'll look like, and you'll have exposed the actual head of the cauliflower. Now let's get rid of some of this stuff here, get it out of the way. Okay. Now, best way to work this is take your knife and work around the base of the cauliflower, and you'll see that you're going to start separating. You're going to start separating your cloves, see? And there they are, and they'll just come off. Get yourself a pot of water, and then just add them into your pot as you're working along. Now keep on working all the way down, all the way around, and these things will just come off. As you see, they break off. Now at this time, get rid of any leaves that you might have hanging on there. You can just pull them right off, and this is what it'll look like. It's just a clean cloves like that, and then just put them into your water, and you'll notice as you work down toward the bottom, they're getting a little smaller, and you can just go ahead and take this whole center core out and get rid of that. Now here you have all your little smaller ones, and you can go ahead and just work around and cut those off. And here we are. put the cauliflower on the stove on high and just let it sit. Now, it usually takes about, depending on what kind of stove you have, but about 15 minutes. And okay, so here we go. We've been boiling these for, I'm going to say, about 17 minutes now, 15-20 minutes, and then let's shut this off. Now, the way you can usually tell if your cauliflower is done, you take a little paring knife and you just stab it, and if it goes in fairly easy, you're pretty well done. The thing is you can pull them out earlier where it's cooking doesn't have to always be 15-20 minutes. It could be 5 minutes if you like them a little crispier and not so well done. That's fine. I like mine pretty well done. You can also eat these things, like when I cut them off the head, you could actually keep them just like that and eat them raw, not cooked. But what I would do is, if you're going to eat them like that, because of secondhand germs, you don't know who's handling your food, what kind of sanitary conditions they have. What I would do at the very least is boil some water just like this and dip the cauliflower in the hot water for at least, I would say, 30 seconds, at least a half a minute. Then take them out. They're still going to be crisp, they're not going to be cooked, but you'll have killed all the surface germs that are on that cauliflower. So that's just a hint. Okay, so let's move on here. What I usually do, and all you bachelors can do, and you can do it or not do it, but what I would do is let me get rid of some of this water because we have way too much water in here. There you go. We got rid of most of the water. Not all of the water. Do not get rid of all of the water, and I'll show you why. Keep about an inch on the bottom of your tub. Now what you want to do is take some butter. You don't have to do this. If you don't like butter, if you don't want your cauliflower buttered, that's fine. I usually take a bunch of butter and throw it right in there. And the reason you keep your water is because you can use your water. The butter will melt in the water, and then what you can do is, once the butter starts melting in there, is you can start baste your cauliflower with the butter. Just swoosh it all around there, move your butter up over the cauliflower. Also at this point, and I'm just going to use some regular salt. You don't have to use salt, and just salt that up a little bit, and just keep on basting these things and move them around. You can see the buttery water down there. You can refrigerate just like this till you're ready to use. And when you get ready to use it, all you got to do is microwave this. Believe it or not, microwave it for a minute or so from the refrigerator, and you can nuke it with your with your meat or your hot dogs or whatever you're warming up. You can throw this right in there. Couple of these in there, and it's good for a meal. And just make sure that you cover it with saran wrap or something to preserve it. Okay? There you got it, guys. Have fun. Bon appetit. It's all good, and it's good for you. And it gives you something to eat beside hamburger and fries. Catch you guys later, and have fun out there, okay?